Are you in a long-term relationship with someone you are not married to? Do you know what your rights are as life partners should the relationship end? Hi, I'm Simon Dippenaar and I'm a family attorney. South Africa post-1994 has a track record of progressive legal thinking regarding relationships. We were one of the first countries in the world to recognize same-sex marriage. If you prefer to marry according to your cultural tradition, you can do so with the full blessing of common law. And changes to the Divorce Act ensure Muslim women married under Sharia law are not disadvantaged on the dissolution of the marriage. Does the same liberalism apply to life partners when it comes to support or inheritance rights after divorce or a partner's death? Not exactly. While some court rulings have extended rights to life partners, others have maintained that life partners do not have the same rights as married couples. Recent judgments show some progress toward recognizing life partnerships, but legal opinion is inconsistent. What happens when one partner passes away or the partnership ends? I'll explain where we are now using a few cases as examples. Now, one of the first key cases involved a woman who lived with her partner for several years in a permanent life partnership. After her partner's death, she claimed maintenance from his estate under the Maintenance of Surviving Spouses Act, arguing that their partnership was akin to a marriage. Initially, the court ruled in her favor and ordered that life partnerships with reciprocal duties of support be included in the Act's definition of survivor. However, on appeal, the higher court overturned this decision, arguing that, as there was no legal obligation for the deceased to support the claimant during his lifetime, imposing such a duty after his death would be unjust. In another case, a woman who had been engaged to her partner and living in a permanent relationship with him sought maintenance and inheritance from his estate after his death. Her claims were rejected by the estate's executor, as the relevant laws did not extend to life partners. In this case, the court took a more progressive stance, recognizing life partnerships as legitimate family structures deserving of legal protection. The court ruled that the omission of life partners from the Maintenance of Surviving Spouses Act was unconstitutional. This judgment marked a significant step toward the broader recognition of life partnerships in South African law, although the provisions are still limited. My last example concerns a recent case which focused on the duty of support between life partners after the dissolution of a relationship. The applicant and respondent had been in a relation for 9 years and had 3 children together. The applicant claimed that the respondent had supported her financially during their partnership and continued to do so even after the relationship ended. The respondent denied any duty of support. The applicant sought interim financial relief, claiming that without the respondent's support, she and their children would be left destitute. The court considered whether life partners, like spouses, should have a legal duty of support that can be enforced during or after the end of their relationship. It weighed the potential harm to the applicant if she did not receive financial support against the harm to the respondent if he was required to pay interim support. Ultimately, the court ruled that the legal framework did not yet recognize life partnerships, even though there appeared to be a reciprocal duty of support during the relationship. The court dismissed the application for interim relief, emphasizing that more legal development is needed in this area. The Constitution requires courts to ensure the common law evolves in line with constitutional values. In the context of life partnerships, the courts have been tasked with examining whether the lack of legal protections for life partners, particularly concerning the duty of support, is constitutionally valid. At present, life partners seeking support or inheritance rights after divorce or the death of their partner face substantial legal challenges. Unlike married couples, they cannot rely on existing family law procedures to claim financial support. Life partners looking to claim relief may have to prove their relationship had all the characteristics of a marriage, particularly a reciprocal duty of support. This can be a complex and contentious process. Meanwhile, there are 2 ways to formalize a life partnership to ensure greater certainty of rights when the partnership ends. One is a cohabitation agreement and the other is a universal partnership. A cohabitation agreement is a relatively simple contract that includes details of a couple's assets, property, and the financial contributions each partner makes to the joint home. A cohabitation agreement ratified by a legal professional can provide certainty should the relationship fail, allowing each party to rely on their respective contractual rights and obligations for a fair and equitable distribution of assets. A universal partnership gives each partner a right to a share in the property acquired during the relationship. The following requirements must be met. Both parties must contribute to the partnership. The partnership must make a profit. It must operate for the benefit of both parties, and the contract between the parties must be legitimate. If the partnership breaks down, each party can claim their share of the partnership's assets. However, a universal partnership is difficult to prove. Ultimately, a cohabitation agreement is a more conclusive option. If you are in a life partnership and would like to know more about how you can secure your rights, get in touch. I can help you draw up a cohabitation agreement or a universal partnership agreement. Contact me on the number below for a conversation in complete confidence.